launching the quiz. You can see the questions on your screen, right? Let me know once you're able to see the questions on your screen, guys. And someone started video, I guess. 1 minute. Just a minute. Right. Who started the video? Who started the video? Who started the video? Let me check. I guess. No. Addis, can you hear me? Addis?
Hello. Hi.
Yeah. What kind of settings you are using, Addis?
I have no idea.
No idea. Okay, so not sure because of that. I can see the participants on the screen. Uh, I
I
can
don't
see
start any video. I mean, I don't know how come
yeah,
that.
you haven't turned on any video, right?
No.
Okay, because of that GIF, I can see right when you are talking, it is moving. That one. Okay, so because
Yeah,
of
but
that, yeah,
here is okay, go ahead.
is it possible to change that one so that the participants will be like disabled? I'm not sure because of that it is highlighting. Just check it once.
Hmm. Okay, let me make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Right, okay, chalo, no issues. Fine. So you're able to see the screen, guys. I guess everyone is able to see this ad is this one only theme. That's okay, fine. Let's see. Ad is just check it whether you're able to change it or not. Okay, guys, I'm launching the quiz now. You can see the questions on the screen. Please answer those questions, guys. Okay. Yes, just confirm me once you're able to see the questions on your screen. Okay, so you will have a 5 minutes time, guys. So currently it is 7:16, and by 7:21 the quiz will end. Okay, so please answer those questions. 8 questions will be there, and I want to see like yesterday all these things we discussed in the previous classes, like yesterday's classes. So please, okay, try to answer as much as you can. Okay, please try to answer as much as you can, guys. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, mobile not supported, sir.
So Venkatesh, any problem like while
Yep.
why you are joining from mobile? Why can't you join from laptop? Guys, mobile is
Then
not so interactive, first thing, okay? And second thing is you'll keep on getting messages and all, WhatsApp messages and all. You'll simply switch between the applications. Okay, so if you are using mobile, okay, definitely like you cannot put the concentration, guys. Definitely you'll get some WhatsApp messages, you'll open it, you'll read it, and you don't put concentration, okay? Try to join from the laptop. If possible, try to join from the laptop. So if you join from the
okay.
mobile, right? So check it whether you're able to see any options. If not, that's okay. But from the next class, try to join from the laptop. It will be much interactive, guys. So
Yeah. Okay, sir.
yeah, okay. So guys, you're able to see the questions on the screen, right? Please confirm me once.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
షాపింగ్
Yes, yes.
చేస్తే పూరి పానీపూరి ఆర్డర్ పెట్టివా
Okay, tell you okay. Hello, Bajju. Okay, na?
ఓకే
Hello. So till now, I can see only 3 people responded, guys, out of 24 participants. Guys, it's not so difficult, very easy. Just try it once. Okay.
Can you please send once again?
You can't see the questions.
Yeah.
Then I have to end and I have to send it. So I cannot end now. Okay. So once this is completed, again I'll relaunch. Okay.
Mm.
Shankat, can't you answer in that quiz? You're typing answers in the chart. Just please answer in that quiz itself. You can select the answers itself. Guys, are you able to select the answers?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
done, done, done. Seven people, only 2 minutes left. Out of 24, seven people submitted the quiz till now, guys. Not sure what's happening. At least try to answer, like right or wrong, that will be different. Okay, just try to answer. Try to select some other options, guys. Whatever you know, just try to select it. 10 people. Guys, we have only 1 minute left. Iska Sudhakar, you are doing something on my screen, man. Disable emissions for others and not clear all drawings. Okay. Guys, 15 out of 24. 1 minute left, guys. Only 1 minute left. No, 19 out of 24. So, guys, if you are submitting, let me know. Yeah, okay, done. I'm going to end the quiz, guys. Okay, I'm going to end the quiz. And still anyone is submitting, guys? 23, good. Right? One person is not yet submitted. Okay, I'm going to end the poll, right? You cannot answer once I ended that poll, guys. Done. Okay. So now what we can see, download the results. One minute. Download results. So it is taking time to download. This academy. This academy. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Chalo. So you're able to see my screen, right, guys? Everyone? Right?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
No?
sir. No.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
No,
No
someone
question.
said no. Please rejoin if you're not able to see the screen. Okay. So what you can see on the screen, guys? What you can see on the screen?
The answers.
Questions, right? Very good. So first question, SQL Server is a dash software.
RDBMS.
RDBMS. Again, three people confused like with the DBMS, guys. First DBMS, then it was like a RDBMS software, relational database management system. So where the data will be stored in tables and there will be a relationship between the tables using a common column. So SQL Server is an RDBMS software. Okay, it's an RDBMS software. Father of RDBMS, most of the people are confused, guys, here, right? PF someone mentioned PF mod and someone GF God and someone BF Lord. So the correct answer is Professor EF Cod, guys. Okay, Professor EF Cod. Okay, that is the Correct answer. Identify the correct answer. SQL Server versions, guys. So SQL Server 2000, 2005, 8, 8 R2. And here you see 2000, 2003. There is no 2003 version. There is no SQL Server 2003 version, guys. Four people answered wrongly. There is no SQL Server 2003 version. Okay, we have Windows Server 2003. There is no SQL Server 2003. So this is wrong answer. So remaining, of course, this is wrong. Why? Because we don't have 2010, and this is wrong. Why? Because we don't have 2006 SQL Server, right? So identify the correct answer. So again, SQL Server versions 2012, 12 R2, 2014, 16, 17, 19, 22. Okay, SQL Server. So most of you are wrong, guys. Majority of the people are wrong. Tell me, guys, what is the problem with the first option?
There
What
is
is the
no
error?
2012 R2.
2012 R2 is not.
There is no SQL Server 2012 R2, guys. There is no SQL Server 2012 R2. We have Windows Server 2012 R2 is there. Okay, so 9 people out of 100 percentage, 45% are wrong, right? And what is the correct answer? 2012, 2012, 2014, 16, 17, 19, 22. Maybe this is the correct answer. I just mentioned 2012 for 2 times, but this is the correct answer, guys. Why? Because here we don't have 2012 R2, and in this we don't have 2015. Okay, 2015 there is no SQL Server 2015, guys. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Okay, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019, and 2022. So this is the correct answer. Identify the correct Windows Server versions, guys. Windows Server 2000, 2005, this is wrong. There is no Windows Server 2005. Windows Server 2000 is there, 2003 is there, 8 is there, 2008 R2 is there. So this is correct answer, guys. Okay. There is no Windows Server 2005 again. There is no Windows Server 2005. Remaining all answers are wrong. Okay. B is the correct answer. Identify the correct Windows Server versions again. 2012, 12 R2, 14, 16, 19, 2022. Okay. This is the wrong answer. There is no 2014, guys. In the Windows servers, this is Windows Server, guys. In the Windows Server, there is no 2014. So 2012, 2012 R2, again there is no 2014. And again there is no 2014. This is the correct answer, guys. 2012, 2012 R2, 16, 19, 22 is the correct answer. Okay, is the correct answer. And what Windows servers we can install SQL Server 2016, guys? Tell me. Tell me. On what Windows servers we can install SQL Server 2016? In the last class we discussed, right, how to calculate it.
-7 to
minus 7 to 7 years.
Yes, -7 to +7 we are going to use that formula. So 2016 -7.
9.
2009.
2009. Very good. 2016 +7.
2023.
Right. 2023. So 2009 to 2023. What and all Windows Server versions are there, guys? Between 2009 to
2012
2023.
R2.
12 R2, 16, 19.
16, 19, 2022. Right? We have Windows Server 2022 also. Right? So the correct answer is, right? This is the one, right? So 12, 12 R2, 16, 19, 22. This is the correct answer, guys. Okay. And 5 people mentioned 2008. 2008, 8 R2 we cannot install 2016. Okay. So this is wrong answer. And this 2008 is there. So this is also wrong answer. The correct answer is option C, guys. In what format data will be stored in SQL Server, guys? What
Tabular
format? Right? Tabular format. In the tabular format, the data will be stored. So 5 people still, okay, they just selected wrong option, which is tree structure. In the SQL Server, it won't be stored in the tree structure, guys. Okay, so it will be stored in the tabular format. It will be stored in the tabular format. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Any questions, doubts? Are we good now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Let me go to this drive.
Chandu, you more questions, right?
Sorry?
Is that the last question?
That is the last question. 8 questions are there.
Okay.
Right. So in the last class, we discussed about the versions of SQL servers, right? In the last class, we discussed about the versions of SQL Server. So SQL Server 2000, 2005, 2008, 8R2, 2012, 2014, 2016, 17, 19, 2022. These are the different versions of the SQL servers as we discussed in the previous session. And please consider the course fee for this. Shankar Nayak, Shankar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Sankat, right? You just joined with Sankat. Sankat Nayak, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Fine, fine. We'll discuss, okay? Right, so these are the versions of SQL servers, guys. So I'll tell you what is these numbers and all. I'm going to explain, guys. Don't worry. So and Windows Server versions, what and all Windows Server versions we have, right? Windows Server 2000, Windows Server 2003, Windows Server 2008, Windows Server 2008 R2, 12, 12 R2, 2016, 2019, 2022. These are the Windows Server versions. SQL Server versions and Windows Server versions should be on tip of your tongue. and and you should be able to identify on what Windows Server versions we are able to install SQL Server versions. That is also very important. By using -7 and +7 formula, we can easily identify the Windows Server versions, okay, to install the respective SQL Server. Sorry for that. Now, so on what Windows Server versions, on what operating systems we can install SQL Server, guys? On what and all operating systems we can install SQL Server?
Windows and Linux.
Windows and Linux. Okay, so Windows and Linux we can able to install the SQL Server. But up to 2016, SQL Server is a platform dependent. Up to 2016, SQL Server is a platform dependent. Up to 2016, platform dependent means what? Platform means what? OS. Platform is nothing but
Operating
OS,
system.
guys. Right? Operating system. Platform is nothing but the operating system. Up to SQL Server 2016, you cannot install all the versions up to 2016 on Linux machines. Linux was introduced, I mean to say, SQL Server on Linux was introduced from 2017 version onwards. 2017, you can install, from 2017, you can install SQL Server on Windows as well as you can
As well as
install
Linux.
SQL Server on Linux also. From 2017, that means 2017, 2019, 2022 will support on Windows operating system as well as Linux operating system. So these three versions are platform,
Independent.
independent, okay? You can install on multiple platforms, right? So that's why there is no dependency. Only on this platform you can install, there is no dependency. That's why 2017, 19, 2022, these three versions are platform independent, but up to 2016, SQL Server is platform dependent. Okay, up to 2016 means 2000, 2005, 8, 8R2, 12, 14, 16. These versions of SQL servers you can install only on Windows operating system. You cannot install on Linux operating system. From 2017 onwards, it's platform independent. Up to 2016, it's a platform dependent. Okay, platform dependent. I can see two Anils in the list. Both are same or two different Anils are there? Anil?
Both are different, sir.
Both are different. Okay. Just like include your initials. Okay. That will be
Right.
easy for me. Yeah. Right. So up to 2016 platform dependent, from 2017 onwards, SQL Server is a platform independent. That means from 2017 onwards, Microsoft introduced its product like SQL Server on Linux also. So platform independent from 2017 onwards, you can install SQL Server both on Windows and Linux, but we are not going to cover any Linux, guys. People are not at all using Linux. They just introduced, maybe in future it might be, right? Why? What is the problem with Windows, right? So Windows, you have to pay licensing for operating system also. So if you are using Windows with a SQL, right? So for Windows operating system, you have to pay money. For SQL Server operating system, sorry, for SQL Server application also you have to pay the money, right? So 2 times you have to pay the money. But Linux is free. Linux operating system is free, guys. It's open source. Linux operating system is free, right? So for Linux, no need to pay any money, okay, for platform. But for SQL Server, we have to pay the money. But still, even though it's free, but still Linux, SQL Server on Linux is not yet so popular. Maybe in future it might be popular, but people are not at all using this SQL Server with Linux, guys. Clear? Fine. So now let's discuss about these values. What are these values? 7.0, 8.0, 10.0, 10.5, 10.50, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 70, 7.0, 70. If you remove the dot, 8.0, 80, 9.0, 90. What are those values, guys? Any idea?
Build them.
These are iterations.
Iterations means?
And the sense versions like SQL Server 2007.0, 7.0 is the first release. Maybe if there is 7.1, maybe they released it with some bug fixes or some upgradation or updation, something like that.
Okay. Close it to
I'm
the
not sure about it, but I think from iterative development perspective, every time there is a new release, if they are just fixing something, a small change, if they are making just a small change to the existing released version, then they don't release it with the new version as such, but they release it as an extension of the existing version. So for example, if it is 7.1, earlier the actual release was 7.0, and now with the latest version is 7.1, because either there is a small bug fix or there's some small change which does not call for a new release all in total. But if they are releasing, let's say 8.0, which is a total which is one step ahead of the previous version or previous release all in total, then I think it is, a newer number. I think that's what I know.
Yeah, thank you, Shibin. So you are almost closer to the answer. Okay, so I'll tell you what is that number and all. So guys, have you ever seen SQL Server, how it will be? Just raise your hands, how many of you have seen the SQL Server till now? How it will be?
No.
No? Okay, let me show you how it will be, okay? Let me show you that. So don't worry about this. I'll explain again what I'm doing now. Currently, I'll explain again. Don't worry, guys. Okay, there is a separate session. Clearly, I'll explain what I'm doing, what kind of tools we are using. So currently, I'm opening one tool called Management Studio. Using the Management Studio, we can able to connect to the SQL Server, right? So I'm opening that Management Studio. Let me show you. So how to identify which version of SQL Server is installed in your machine? How to identify? Any idea? So we can install a lot of instances in one Windows server, right? In one Windows server, we can install different versions of SQL servers in one Windows server or Windows laptop. You can install different versions of SQL servers. But how to identify which version of SQL server is currently running in your machine? That is very important, right? Why? Because, say for example, if you go to SQL Server 2008, customer asked you to set up the always on 2008. Customer don't know about the always on feature. Always on is a feature, guys, which will help you for the high availability and disaster recovery. I'll tell you what is high availability and disaster recovery. So always on is a new feature which was introduced from SQL Server 2012. But in the machine we have 2008. Can we set up the always on? No, we cannot. Why? Because always on won't be supported in lower versions. From 2012 and later always on will support, right? You can see like this always on feature will support. Before that, before telling this point to the client or user, you should be able to identify, right, which version of SQL servers installed in that machine, right? So it is very important to check which versions of SQL servers are running in the machine. Machine means server. Server, we can call it as a machine or box, guys. Clear? Server, we can call it as a machine or box. Okay? Servers, we can also call it as a machines or box, Windows machine. Okay, like that we'll call it as, guys. So you should be able to identify which version of SQL Server, okay, you are using, or which version of SQL servers are installed currently in that particular machine. So how to identify? This is the SQL Server, guys. How to identify which version of SQL Server it is currently? How we can identify? Tell me.
Yeah, first of all, we go to help button and about, then we call we decided the whose
Help.
version.
Here.
Using command also we
No,
can do
about
that.
about
by using
then
bill
about.
number 15.0.2
Mm.
000.5 is there, no sir?
Query also you can write, no, Shanmugh, like for
Yes.
select hyphen
Yeah,
hyphen
query
version should.
we can use query also, but immediately without opening the query window, by just
Opening
looking
the
the
query.
server name, how can you identify which version of it is? So just
This is
try it.
SQL Server 15.0
Now,
2005.
now what we can do, guys, just try it now, compare this and just let me know what kind of version it is. Just let me know. Try it now. I cannot adjust the screen. Let me do one thing. Let me keep it up to here and let me open this. Let me adjust this.
2000. This is 2000.
2000. Oh, very nice. Okay.
2019.
Now tell me, guys. Now tell me.
2019.
You can see some
Sorry,
values on the notepad and some values on your
2019.
video. So using that value, you can able to identify the version. Which value, guys?
2019.
15.0.
2019.
And if you see here, for SQL Server 2019, it will start with the 15.0. What is this number, guys? 15.0.2000.5. What is this number? Any idea? That number is called bill number. What is that, guys? Bill number. Okay. Bill number contains 4 parts, guys. One is major version. Okay. Dot minor version. Okay. Dot actual bill number. Dot last part is revision history. What is that, guys? Revision history. So if you see here, 15.0.2000. What is the other value? 5. Okay. So 15 is the major version. 0 is the minor version. 2000 is the actual bill number. What is this 5, guys? What is this 5?
Revision history.
Revision history.
Revision history. So using major version and minor version, first of all, using major version itself, you are able to find the version of the SQL Server. We can find in another way also, but as a DBA, you cannot directly go and check by running the query. DBA means you should be very sharp. You should be able to identify which versions of SQL Server is installed in this machine immediately by just looking at this number. So if you see 15, that is your SQL Server 2019. Is it clear, guys? If you install 2000 in your machine, here you can see 8.0. If you install 2005, it will start with 9.0. 2008, 10.0. 8R2, 10.50. 12, 11.0. 14, 12.0. 16, 13.0. 17, 14.0. 19, 15.0. 2022? 2022. 16.0. 16.0. This is called bill number. Is it clear, guys? Everyone?
Yep.
What is bill number? Bill number will help you to find the version of the SQL Server. Bill number contains 4 parts. First part is major version. Second part is minor version. Third part is actual bill number. Fourth part is revision history. So Shanmukh, you said using these two values, we can able to find the version. What is the use of these two values, third and fourth? It will tell you whether your SQL Server is patched or not, whether any updates are applied or not. It will tell you, guys. It will tell you the third part, and fourth part will tell you whether SQL Server is patched. Patching means applying the updates, whether the SQL Server is patched or not. This third part and fourth part will tell you the okay updates, guys. If updates are applied, what kind of updates are applied, you can see here. Okay, Yesterday we used one website. Whether anyone remember, guys, to see all the versions?
Yep.
SQL Server
Any-
blog posts.
Yes, SQL Server builds.blogpost.com. So it's actually a blogspot. Sorry, it's actually a blogspot. Uh, what is blogspot, guys? Any idea? What is blogspot? Earlier, maybe 10 years back, people regularly use this blogspot. Any idea? Blogspot.com. It's not a complete website, guys. Okay, blogspot.com, you can create it with your complete name, whatever you want. Say, for example, you want to start a website like this, like sqlserver.wills.blogspot.com, like that. You want to start a website, you can create it for free. Blogspot.com is the domain which will help you to create the website for free. If you are buying a domain, you will get .com, like sourceuniversity.com. If you don't buy the domain, you will get blogspot.com. Clear, guys? Blogspot is a free website that you can create. Any website you can create using this. If you know some, like if you have some creating skills and all, like presentation skills and all, you can create a website like this. It's a free, no need to pay anything. So if you see now, if you see 2019, or let's go down. See, for example, if you see 2016, so if you see, there is one number here, okay, 13.0 dot, of course, 2016 means it will start with the 13.0 and 1601.5. And later, if you see, these are all the updates, guys. SP1 means Service Pack 1, Service Pack 2, Service Pack 3. And when you apply the updates, Service Pack 1 and all, these two numbers are changed, right? Third part and fourth part are changed, right? Can you see here? When you install SQL Server, you will get this number, like 2019. When you install SQL Server 2016, you will get this number here. Okay, here you will get that number 13.0.1601.5. But when you apply some updates like SP1 on the SQL Server, this third number will be changed like this, fourth number will be changed like this. When you apply another update, again the third number and fourth number will be changed like this. When you apply another update, again third number and fourth number will be changed like this. So what it means, the third number and fourth number, what is the meaning of third and fourth values, guys? It will tell you whether your SQL Server is patched or not. It will tell you whether any updates are applied or not on your SQL Server, guys. Is it clear, everyone? What is bill number? What is bill number, guys? Bill number will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server and to check whether any updates are applied or not. Bill number contains four parts: major version, dot, minor version, dot, actual bill number, dot, revision history. So by using the first two digits, major version and minor version, we can able to find the version of the SQL Server. By using the last two digits, actual bill number and revision history, we can able to find the whether SQL Server is patched or not, whether any updates are applied or not on the SQL Server. It will help you, guys. Clear? Are we good, guys?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Any
sir.
questions, doubts?
Sir, I have small doubt.
Yes, please, Venkatesh.
Sir, we are talking about SQL Server. This
Correct.
is for our only Windows or any
Only
other
Windows.
like softwares, Arkel, IB2.
No. Oh, see, throughout the course, we will discuss only MS SQL Server. We don't cover any other database softwares. Okay, just to explain, I told you different database softwares in the market, but we are not going to touch any of the other database software. We'll cover SQL DBA and Azure SQL DBA in this course, guys. Okay.
Okay, sir. May I know the servers? What servers are they are using? Arkel, MySQL,
Linux they will use. Linux servers they will use.
like SQL
All
Server.
other, see, SQL Server is an application. Windows, Linux, those are the platforms. If you want to install SQL Server, you need Windows or Linux. Anything is fine. If you want to install Oracle, Oracle will support on Linux machines. MySQL will support on Linux machines. Okay. So the platform you need is Linux for Oracle. Other database softwares, you need Linux platform. Some other softwares can be installed on Windows, but mostly all other softwares, all other database softwares will use Linux, guys. Okay.
My question is not that, sir. May I know the SQL Server? This is the software copy. So MongoDB, what servers are they are using, like SQL Server?
See, SQL Server is an application like that also MongoDB one application. Okay. This is also database application. That is also database application.
Sir, MongoDB, this is also software copy like SQL Server.
That is called MongoDB, Venkatesh.
I know, sir, but we are not talking about SQL Server. We are talking about MS SQL.
See,
We are
SQL
using
Server
our
means MS SQL Server only. Venkatesh, you can ask me your question in Telugu, no problem. Why? Because I am not getting your question completely.
సార్ నేను ఏమడుగుతున్నా అంటే ఎంఎస్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ సర్వర్ అంటాం కదా, రిమైనింగ్ డేటాబేస్లలో కూడా ఇలా సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కాపీస్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఎస్క్యూఎల్ సర్వర్ అలా,
అదే MongoDB.
పేర్లు.
అది అలా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తేనే మన MongoDB అంటే ఏంటి? MongoDB అంటే ఏంటండి?
అదొక డేటాబేస్ సర్వర్ సార్.
మరి సీక్వెల్ సర్వర్ కూడా డేటాబేస్ సర్వరే కదా. మరి దాని పేరే MongoDB. అలా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తే ఇది సీక్వెల్స్. మనకి డిఫరెంట్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇన్ ద మార్కెట్. లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫోన్స్ ఆర్ దేర్. ఐఫోన్ ఈస్ దేర్, సామ్సంగ్ ఈస్ దేర్, ఒప్పో ఈస్ దేర్, ఓకే, నథింగ్ ఈస్ దేర్. డిఫరెంట్ ఫోన్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, right? So depends upon your budget, depends upon the features you are going to choose the phone, right? In the same way, in the database industry, different database softwares are there. MS SQL Server, Oracle, okay, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, MySQL, NoSQL. These are all different database softwares. Okay, so if
tools also different, sir. Like we are using.
Yes, tools also different. Yes, tools also different.
Okay, totally complete database.
Completely different. But if you learn one database technology, it is easy to learn other database technologies. Why? Because every database technology will follow same kind of format. But the way that you are going to do, see, backups will take in the SQL Server in a different way, in Oracle in a different way, in MySQL in a different way. But backup is backup, right? If you know the concept of backup, just the command will be changed. The query will be changed in other database softwares. If you learn one database software completely, you can learn the other database softwares very easily, guys.
Okay, sir.
Now, is it
Thank
clear,
you, sir.
Venkatesh? Yeah.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Yeah. So, major...
Sir,
yes, please.
Shanmik, excuse me.
Yeah, please.
If you see the build number,
Right.
and if you see the third and fourth part, I think we can't say that whether patchwork is involved or not by seeing this one only.
By seeing, see, I'll tell you, there is a concept of RTM. The next topic will be that only. I'll tell you whether we can see or not. I'll tell you. Means, as of now, you don't know 2000.5. What is this? You don't know. Actually, we have a concept of RTM.
Yes.
Okay. CP1. This we have released. Let me tell you. Okay, this one.
Yes. By seeing that history only, we can.
Yes. Yes.
And one more.
Yeah.
Earlier we have discussed the compatibility by using the -7 + 7 rule.
Yes.
Yeah, if you if you try to install beyond that rule, whether we can't install or we
can't
can install,
it
but
don't allow you. It don't allow you to install.
Yeah,
you cannot
that's
go to
my
next.
doubt.
Yeah, the next button will be grayed out.
Yeah.
Okay. So
what I am thinking is we can install, but we can't run.
No.
That is my doubt.
So while installing, it will undergo for some checks. Okay, pre-checks. If pre-checks are failed, you cannot proceed to install. The next button, next will do install, right? The next button will be grayed out. I'll show you during the installation. So we can't install. It will simply throw you the error. This is not compatible. This version of SQL is not compatible with the Windows operating system. Like that, it will simply throw you the error. It won't allow you to proceed.
And one more thing you earlier discussed about always on, I think. Then you discussed some compatibility. What is that compatibility?
Forget about it. In the always on section, we'll see. Okay.
So
why? Because that is a new feature. New means not new. It was introduced in 2012. But if anyone is coming to you and if they are using 2008 and if they asked you to set up always on, they don't know that. Those are the users, right? They don't know. Maybe, hey, Sudhakar, can you please set up the always on 2008? You should be first able to identify the version of the SQL Server, right? Once you are able to identify the version, then only you can tell whether always on is supported or not, right? So that compatibility I discussed.
Okay, that is different compatibility, right?
No, same. See, compatibility in the sense version only. 2005, 2000, 2005, 2008, 8R2, always on won't be supported. From 2012 onwards, always on will be supported. But you
Okay, okay,
cannot
okay.
go and run every time. You cannot go and run command to see what version it is. If you are able to remember these values, then you can easily tell, right? Hey, always on won't be supported. I can see that
Yes, yes.
8.0. I can see 9.0. I can see 10.0, which is 2008. So always on won't be supported. Immediately you can tell before running the query, wasting the time by running the query and
Yes,
all.
yes.
By just looking the instance bill number, you can immediately tell, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Questions, guys? Any other questions, please?
Shanmugh, here the this version that we are looking at is 2019, correct?
Correct. This
So
is
in this 15.0 2000.5. So the last two is the bill number. It tells us whether or not any sort of patch has been applied to it, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
So and the block spot that you showed the screen that you showed, in that screen there are three pages, right? The R1, SP1, SP2, SP3, and SP4.
Yes, yes.
So if we are looking at 2019 version, 2019 doesn't really have any SP1, SP2, SP3.
Will be discussed in the patching class.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Questions, guys? Yeah. Will be discussed. So that will be completely discussed in the patching class, guys. Okay, don't worry.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, you said Linux people don't use. So is there any difference in performance like Windows and Linux? Because you said it's free, but still people not using
See,
it.
yeah, a good question. But the thing is, people are not yet habituated to the Linux. If anyone like anything is introduced to the market, immediately people won't start using, right? There might be lot of challenges. There might be lot of bugs. There might be lot of issues. There might be some compatibility issues. So the application also has to be compatible with Linux, right? Till now, they designed applications for Windows. So they cannot put Linux machines, application servers on Linux or Windows and database servers on Linux, right? So they are going to follow one unique pattern. All the servers, web server, application server, database server, all they will go for Windows or all they will go for Linux. So even though the database SQL Server was introduced in Linux, but still the application compatibility challenges also will be there as it is newly introduced. So maybe in future they are going to overcome. So that's why even though it is still free, people are not using this Linux as of now because of the application compatibilities. Clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Guys, any other questions, guys?
No question as such, Shanmugh. Just further to the question that she asked just now. There was an environment we had a list of, this was quite some years ago, but we had an environment which had a club of two types of administrators and two types of environments. For one set of clients, it was all completely Windows. And there was also a Linux administrator who supported clients who didn't really pay for Windows applications as such. So things like, they used Outlook, but then they used other so we had to enable that using Linux because they didn't pay. So is that a typical example of how and
Yes.
why you could probably have a mix of the Linux environment as well as the Windows environment?
Yes, you can consider that as an example.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, guys. Any other questions? Yeah. Any other questions, guys? That is also one reason. Okay, so because a lot like that lot of reasons are there. Okay, so that is also one reason Shibin has discussed.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine, guys. So now we are discussing about, so this is how the SQL Server, guys. This is how it look like. Okay, you can see here. I'll tell you, I'll explain one by one. After installation, I'll tell you each component. I'll tell you about SSMS. I'll tell you about the SQL Server. All the objects we'll discuss, guys. Slowly, we are going to cover each and everything. Okay. So now, is it clear, guys, about bill numbers? Is it clear? Build number is very important, guys. Build number will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server. Okay, build number will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server, guys. Right? Fine. So now let's continue, guys. So after that, what we can see now, CTP, RC, RTM, guys. Small terminologies. Once this is completed, then we'll slowly start the demo. Okay, don't worry. Right? So don't think all will be theory only. No, theory, mix of demo, everything we are going to cover. So now let's discuss about these terminologies: CTP, RC, RTM. Okay, CTP, RC, RTM. What is this CTP? What is this RC? What is this RTM? CTP is nothing but Community Technology Preview, guys. Say for example, imagine till now we have SQL Server 2022, right? Imagine Microsoft wants to introduce SQL Server 2025. Imagine SQL Server, Microsoft wants to introduce SQL Server 2025 next year, right? It is going to introduce in next year. Not sure whether they are going to introduce or not. I'm just giving an example. Imagine they want to introduce 2025 into the market. So they will start working in the year of 2025, guys.
No.
If they want to introduce 2025, what they are going to do? They will do some homework, right? They will see what are all challenges are there. They will see in the previous version what challenges are there, what can be modified in other database softwares, what extra new features are there. Why? Because they have to always compete with the other database softwares, guys. Otherwise, they cannot survive in the database industry, right? So if there is one feature is introduced, see iPhone. If you see this iPhone, till iPhone 12 or 11, it is used to follow one pattern, right? Right. If you see the phone, you can see the iPhone 11 and all the what I can say, the design of iPhone 11 up to 11, it will follow one design. But from 12 onwards, it just changed the design, right? After changing the design, all the other what I can say, other vendors also followed the same design, right? Have you observed this? Have you observed this, guys? iPhone 12 onwards, that Apple changed the design of the iPhone, right? From that point onwards, other vendors also tried copying the iPhone. In the same way, Microsoft or other database softwares also, they will keep an eye on other database softwares. They will see if any good features are there. So to compete in the market, okay, to be like leader in the market, they will try to replicate those features which are good in other database technologies also. So like that, if Microsoft wants to introduce new feature, new version in the future, right? So what they will do some homework. What and all challenges are there? What can be improved? What other database softwares are providing? So all these they are going to compare and they are going to introduce the new version. So like discussed, the corona vaccination is directly introduced to the public. No, right? So it was undergone for some of the tests and all on animals, on clinical trials. Lot of tests it's gone, and then finally the final product was released in the market, right? In the same way, if Microsoft wants to introduce any new version, they don't directly introduce the new version to the public. They will first release a test copy, that is called, the first test copy is called CTP. What is that, guys? If Microsoft want to introduce 2025, first they will introduce 2025 CTP copy. That is the first test copy of the new version, CTP, Community Technology Preview. So Shanmugh, who can use this? Everyone can use this. You can see, you can go and check the features. You can, if you are a member of Microsoft community, you can just log into, okay, Microsoft community. You can create an account in the Microsoft community and you will get the newsletters. If they are trying to introduce any new features and all, you will get the newsletters, you will get the updates. So all the community people can install this new version of SQL Server before it is going to release to the market, guys. Clear? So what is CTP? It's the first test copy of the SQL Server. Is it clear, guys?
Yep.
Right? So you can download it. It's free. You can download it. You can play with it. You can play around the SQL Server 2025. If you have any suggestions, if you have any bugs, you can inform to Microsoft so that they are going to rectify all the bugs and they are going to release the second test copy, that is called RC. What is RC, guys? Released candidate. What is RC? A released candidate. The first test copy is called CTP. The second test copy is called a released candidate. You can see if you are like if you go for a brands, generally you can see first copy Adidas, second copy Adidas, third copy Adidas. They are used to buy these copies, right? Any idea on that? So if any branded companies are there, they will use it to sell first copy, second copy, third copy and all. First copy, second copy, third copy. So they, for example, if you go for Adidas, they don't directly, okay, sell the shoes, guys. They will first go for first copy. If they satisfied, then only they'll release it to the market. If they don't satisfied with that first copy, they will do some modifications. So in the same way, if Microsoft wants to introduce any new version to the public, before releasing it to the public directly, first it will release it to the community people. So all the community people can download and install it for free. You can test with that, you can play around, you can see all the new features, you can work with the new features and all. If you are satisfied, that will be fine. If you are not satisfied, if you feel that something can be improved, you can send a email, or if you find some bugs and all, you can send an email to the Microsoft team. They are going to rectify and they will release the second copy called a released candidate. This is the second test copy. Okay, this is the second test copy, guys. Released candidate. This is also free. But Shanmukh, these two are free, right? Can I use it in the production environment? Guys, if the software is free, the free softwares cannot be used in the production environment. Why? Because if everything is free, then what Microsoft will get here? Why it is going to recruit a separate team? Why it is going to recruit? Why it is going to release the updates regularly? Okay, why it is going to, okay, what I can say, introduce new features and all. If it is free, it can't get the money, so it cannot invest right in the new features and all. So these two are free. That doesn't mean you can install these two on the production environment. Free versions, you cannot install it on the production environments. That is illegal. Shanmukh, who will know that? If I install one CTP in my organization, how they came to know that? How they came to know that, guys? If you are using Microsoft products, okay, the Microsoft team will go for auditing every year. It will go to the companies to for the auditing and all. Maybe 1 day or 2 days they will come to your office, and they will do some auditing, whether you are buying, whether you are using the softwares properly or not. You just paid money for one copy and you are using 10 copies. It's illegal, right? They will take a legal action on you. They will file a suit in the court, right? So that's why some auditings will be there. So in that auditing, Shanmukh, I'll close my office during the auditing, right? What will happen? How many days you can close it, right? And Shanmukh, I'll shut down all the SQL servers in my organization during the auditing day. Till they can able to find by using some PowerShell scripts and all. So they can check it. They can check how much money you are paying, how many copies you are buying, right? Whether you are using like any free versions you are using on the production environment. Yesterday we discussed, right, production, non-production environment, right? So production means the live application, the associated servers that was associated with the live application. The servers that was associated with the live applications, you can call it as a production environment. So you cannot install free versions of SQL servers on the production servers. Microsoft audit team will be there. They are going to check it everything, and if they found you are guilty, they will go for a legal action on you, guys. This is how it will work. So the first test copy is called, what is the first test copy, guys?
TTP.
TTP. And the second test copy is called released candidates. So they will release these two copies. First, they will release CTP. After maybe some time, 2 3 months, they will fix all the bugs. They will collect all the information across the globe. Definitely there will be lot of bugs. What is a bug, guy? What is a bug? What is the meaning of bug? Can anyone tell me? Bug and
Kind
error.
of error.
Any form of vulnerability.
Mistake and issues.
Hmm.
Fault with the software is called.
The faulty application, you can call it as a bug. Okay. So why? Because when you are designing the softwares, you have to think in lot of ways, guys. You have to keep in mind the use cases of the software. I'll tell you the best example for every which can't be expected. Yes, yes, Sudhakar, correct. Okay. So I'll give you an example, guys. Okay. So when MSET is an exam in the Telugu states, okay, for the engineering and medicine admissions, guys, admissions, MSET, right? So when they introduced the OMR sheets in the beginning, for the first time when they introduced OMR sheets. Okay, so how OMR sheets will work, guys? If you just mark the answer response, and the computer will read the answers, and it is going to correct it, and it is going to calculate your marks, right? That's how it will work, right? You all know OMR sheet, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
This is how it will be. So if the answer is okay, so for example, if you go to this, if the answer is this one, let's go to this one. OMR sheets also they are selling in the Amazon. First time I can see. Right. Okay. So if you see here, if the for this first question, if the answer is A, you are going to mark A. If the answer is B, you are going to mark B. If the answer is C, you are going to mark C. Like that, once this is completed, what they are going to do, guys? They'll just scan this sheet in the particular whatever it is. Okay. So to find the results, right? To find the results, computerized machine mechanism will be there, and if you just put this okay sheet in the scanner, it is going to scan it, and if the answer is B and you selected B, then it will treat as a correct answer. Correct, guys? Right? So this is a software, right? For this you need a software, right? Correct. So when they introduced this OMR sheets for the first time, what happened is there is a bug in that software. What is the bug? So they designed the team was designed, okay, if B is marked, then it should be like, if B is marked, okay, if the answer is B, if B is marked, then that is correct answer. Like that they designed, right? Is it clear, everyone? If the answer is B and the student marked that B, then that is the correct answer. Is that clear?
Yes.
But overall, they forgot one logic. One student, what he did is, he just marked all ABCDs, ABCD, 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 ABCD. So definitely one answer can be correct, right? Right? All ABCDs is just marked. So what computer will read? Okay, in this question B is marked. Okay, correct answer. This question C is marked, correct answer. A is marked, correct answer. D is marked, correct answer. He got 160 by 160 marks.
Huh?
Yes, that is a bug. That is a perfect example of bug. So the designers, the developers, those who designed that application, they have to add one logic. If more than one circle is marked, that should be an invalid answer. Like that kind of design, that kind of logic they have to introduce in the software, but they forgot to introduce. They didn't think. See how people are smart, right? So the use case is different right here. The student, whether he knowingly he did that mistake or unknowingly he did that mistake, he got 160 by 160 marks. Later, after scrutiny, they found that okay, the that guy started giving interviews and all. Hey, how you got 160 by 160 marks? Then he started like telling like in the interviews in the TVs and all. I did hard work, night 1, 2, 3, early morning 5 o'clock onwards, till 5 o'clock I used it to study. Like that, he started giving the answers. Then they just got a doubt and they just checked his sheet, right? All the answers, like he marked for all the answers, whatever questions are there, all the questions he just marked for all the options, guys. So this is called a bug. Bug is different and error is different. Bug is different, error is different, guys. Bug means the faulty behavior of the application is called bug. The faulty behavior of the application is called, say for example, you are clicking on this product, buy now. Okay, you are trying to add to cart, or you are clicking on this buy now product. So if it is not responding, it actually has to go to buy now page and I have to give the details here. But if it is not responding, that is a bug. Why? Because even though you clicked on it, it is still not responding. That is the faulty behavior of the application. The faulty behavior of the application is called a bug. What is error? If you are not using it properly, that is called error. So there is a difference between bug and error. So that's why if you introduce any software, there might be lot of bugs, guys. Nowadays, people are earning money just finding the bugs and all. Do you know that Google will give you money if you find the bugs in the Google products? Do you know that?
Yes.
Right? So that's why any software, why? Because maybe in that team, those who are designing the new version, maybe in that team, 100 members can be there. That 100 members can think in 100 ways. So 10,000 ways they can think it. But if it was released to the public, lakhs and lakhs of people are going to download, lakhs and lakhs of thoughts will be there, lakhs and lakhs of ways they are going to utilize. So definitely there are a lot of bugs. So without fixing the bugs, if you release the software in the market, so it will be like it, if it is not working as expected, who is going to buy the software by just paying lakhs and lakhs of money? Do you know what is the cost of one SQL Server software copy, guys? Do you know what is the cost of one SQL Server software copy?
No,
Any
sir.
rough estimation?
Yeah, it's 3
2
to 4
lakhs.
lakhs.
It's yes, it's a 3 to 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs and all, minimum 3 lakhs. And in the US, it will be like around $10,000 to, like, it will start from $10,000 to, like, the based
Yeah.
on the usage. Okay, it will go. Okay, 7,000, I guess $7,000, from $7,000 onwards, it will go higher, guys, based on the features that you are using. Okay, so is it clear, guys? So the first test copy is called a CTP copy. So Microsoft will release the CTP copy for free to the public, to the community people. You can download, you can install. If you have any bugs, you can just send it to Microsoft. They are going to fix it, and they are going to release the second test copy, that is called released candidate. That is also the second copy. Also, there might be some bugs and all. So that also they are going to fix it. And finally, the refined copy, they are going to release it to the market. That is called RTM copy. RTM copy, release it to market or release it to manufacturer. Okay, release it to market or release it to manufacturer means which is ready to manufacture. Okay, guys. So the which copy you are buying now to install SQL Server, any version, which copy you are installing now for the first time? Which copy? RTM copy. Is it clear, guys? RTM copy. So Shanmukh, there will be no bugs in the RTM copy. Nothing like that. Nothing like there might be some bugs, but when compared to here, if it is 100 bugs are there, it might reduce it to 50 bugs here, and it might reduce to 10 bugs or 5 bugs or 1 or 2 bugs. Okay, the bugs will be reduced. Okay, that doesn't mean in the RTM. So Shanmukh, you said RTM means all the refined copies, so all the bugs they are going to fix it. Maybe till that there is no such use case, but when you started using in your industry, in your organization, then definitely there might be a new bug. So the bugs and all will be reduced. It won't be nullified, but the bugs and all will be reduced in the RTM copy. So if you are installing any version of SQL Server, guys, which copy you are installing actually for the first time? If someone
RTM.
comes to you, hey, can you please install 2022? Which copy you have to download and install, guys?
RTM.
RTM copy. That is the first copy that you are going to install in the machine. Later, on top of RTM, you are going to apply some updates. I'm sorry, like patchings or service packs. Okay, these things and all that will be discussed in the patching class, guys. Are we good, guys, now? CTP, RC, RTM. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right? Okay,
Okay.
then yes, please.
Sir, you said first is community technology, means they launch inside the company to find out
No, not
bugs and
inside the company. They will launch inside the, I mean to say, the community, Microsoft community.
community.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
inside the
And
company. Why?
after
Because
that, they
lot of
release
companies will be there. They don't introduce in any company. They will introduce to the
okay,
public only, but you should be a member of Microsoft community.
Microsoft. And then second is also those
Hmm.
candidates are also insiders.
Correct. That is also for community
After
people.
that,
After that, this RTM will be released to the market, right? Publicly. You can
market.
download it. Everyone, any organization can download it publicly. They can start using that product.
Okay. And sir, you said software is about 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs, one
Yes.
software.
Yes.
So organization, when they buy it,
Yes.
so how many people can use that?
That is depends upon the policies. See, while buying also different models are there, core based, CPU, cal based. So different purchase models are there. So if you go for user
Okay.
cals, n number of people can use based on the usage. They are going to generate the bill and all.
Okay.
Okay, and sometimes you can go for core based in your laptop. If you have 8 cores, they are going to charge you based on the CPU cores. Core, there are two models. One is core based licensing model. user cal based licensing model. So depends upon, see, your organization is small, so you cannot go for a bigger plan. You can choose core based plan. Or your organization is big like TCS, Infosys, okay, lakhs and lakhs, lot of projects, thousands of clients it is supporting. So definitely it will use lakhs of SQL Server copies. So in that scenario, it will go for user cals. If the usage is more, we'll go for user cals. If the usage is less, you'll go for core based licensing and all. Yeah.
Shanmugh,
Sir.
I have one question.
Yes, please.
Is there any difference in the copy that we are currently using and the company are using?
No. See, we are using developer edition. I'll tell you, different editions are there. There will be no difference. All the features will work same as it is like a enterprise edition. I'll tell you that is called edition. So we have enterprise edition, we have standard edition, we have developer edition. So edition to edition, there will be some differences. But developer edition is free. But again, as discussed, free editions you cannot install on production servers, right? So
Yeah.
to test all the features, so all the features will work in the developer edition, but you cannot install developer edition on the production. Non-prod you can install developer edition. So yes, there will be some differences. See, not in terms of features, in terms of capabilities. Okay, so if it is production, if it is enterprise, the database size you can create a very big database, right? If it is a free edition, the database size can be 10 GB. Some limitations will be there. That will be discussed in the editions concept. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, in developer option also, suppose we install developer mode, they also they give some support.
That's what is they will give.
Free version also they have support.
They will give. See, support is not free, right? Again, from the next day onwards, you have to pay money, right? Right? Support is not free. $300 you are paying, 25,000 you are paying. Why they don't give support? They will give support. They will release the updates and all. They will support you.
Okay.
Yeah. Questions?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah,
sir. One question.
Please.
Okay, we are using in RTM version, any version of SQL Server, which is in RTM.
See, here don't.
Still
Wait,
has some bias, like
Sankat, wait.
Yeah.
So we cannot misspell the words. Every word is very important. In the interview also we'll do the same thing. RTM is not version. RTM is copy. Version is different. Copy is different. Okay. Why? Because version means 2016, 2017, 19. Why? Because initial stage itself I have to correct you. Otherwise it will follow. That's why. Yeah. RTM copy.
Okay. Yeah, RTM copy we were using any version of the SQL Server still has it has some bugs. So how we calculate why we find out the bugs?
See, I'll tell you. Yeah, good question. See, we are not going to see bug in the sense if the use case is the same, that in that use case you might face bugs. If there is no such situation to you, you don't get the bug. Bug in the sense, don't think in every aspect will get the bug. No. If you are using the software in a different manner, or you are testing a new feature, maybe in that feature if any bug is there, you might face that bug. But if you are not using that feature, you don't face that bug, right? So depends upon the use cases, it might throw some bugs. If you are not using the software in that approach, it don't throw you any bug. Clear? So even though bugs are there, that's why Microsoft will keep releasing the updates, service packs, cumulative updates. So all these bugs will be rectified in the future updates. Yeah. Fine, guys. Okay, so now what we can do, take a break, come back after 15 minutes, okay, and we'll discuss other things, guys, okay?
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Chalo. Yes. And let me resume the screen share. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we discussed about the CTP, RC, RTM, and build number we discussed. So let's start the additions and then components. Then we'll slowly start the demos, guys. Okay. Fine. We'll create the virtual machine. Before that, I'll explain what is virtual machine, what is physical machine, difference between virtual and physical machine. So it will continue. Okay. Fine. So now we just discussed about the versions of the SQL Server, right? We discussed about the versions of the SQL servers. We have different versions of the SQL Server from 2000 to 2022. In the interviews, they might ask you is currently what kind of versions you are working in your project, or earlier on which versions you worked in your project. You can tell them, guys. You can tell from 2005 to 2022, or you can tell some latest versions like 2012 to 2022, or 2017, 19, 22 we are using. You can tell like that. Okay, no problem. Don't specific to a single version. Don't tell we are using 2019. Then they will ask you all are 2019 only. Why? Because in the organization we don't use all our same versions. Definitely the version depends upon the application compatibility and all, right? So if the application is not supporting in the organization, you have to work with the multiple applications, small applications, big applications, sectional applications, internal applications, critical applications, non-critical applications. So different types of applications will be there. So some applications will support latest versions, some applications will support older versions of SQL servers. So definitely in any organization, you can see multiple versions of SQL servers they are going to use. So you can tell the answer 2012 to 2022 we are using, 2005 to 2022 we are using, and I have an experience from 2005 to 2022. Like that, you can tell the versions, guys. Okay. So additions. Let's go to additions. What is addition, guys? What is addition? Limitations to the existing features in the software is called addition. What is that, guys? Limitations to the softwares, limitations to the features in the software, you can call it as an addition. What is that, guys? Limitations to the features in the software is called an addition. So let me explain the addition in a better way. So for example, currently I'm using Zoom, right? Currently I'm using Zoom software, right? So if I want to buy this Zoom software, Zoom pricing, I'll just show you Zoom pricing. So if I'm just opening this link, you can see there are different plans. So if you want to buy something, you have to choose, right, which plan and all you want to buy, you have to choose, right? If you see here, how many plans I can see, guys? Total how many plans I can see? Basic plan, pro plan, business plus plan, and enterprise plan. Correct, guys? What is the difference between all these three, all these five plans? Total five plans you can see. What is the difference? This is a free plan. This is a free plan, like a free edition. See, all these five plans are kind of a five editions. Okay, just to understand, I used the word called plan, but technical word is edition, basic edition, pro edition, business edition, business plus edition, enterprise edition. So if you just compare and see, Zoom is free, right? But what are the limitations of free edition? Tell me, guys. Tell me the limitations of free edition.
Limited
Correct.
software capability that is
Yes.
available.
See here, the free edition will support these features, whereas the paid edition will support these features. Zoom is free, but there are a lot of editions. The meeting will be expired in 40 minutes. Means every 40 minutes the meeting will be closed automatically. Can I use it for my classes? If I am taking 2.5 hour sessions, 2 hour sessions, can I use it free? Free edition. I can use it, but the challenge is every time it will be closed, every time you have to join. So what will happen? So interest depends upon your interest. Sometimes people can't join immediately. They might be in some other activities if they are working. If it is a continuous meeting and all, you will get some interest. If it is break meetings, if I am scheduling, what will happen? Definitely you are not going to show that much interest. So if it is free, I cannot get all the features. The free edition will support only 40 minutes of meeting. Every time I have to close it, I have to reopen the meeting. So what will be the problem? I might lose the clients if I'm using free edition. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? So that's how it is going to work. Free edition, when compared to free and pro, there are features. See, meetings up to 40 minutes it will support. A single meeting will run for up to 30 hours in this pro edition. Once you started the meeting, it will run for up to 30 hours. After that, you can close it and again you can open one more link and again it will go for valid for 30 more hours like that. See, 100 attendees can attend. Here also 100 attendees can attend. Whiteboard basic, team chart, mail calendar, clips basic, clips plus notes. Here I don't see AI companion. I don't see cloud storage. I don't see essential apps. But in the paid edition, I can see all these three features, extra features. Right? So if you are paying some extra money, it is releasing the features, guys. Is it clear? So what is
Yep.
edition? Limitations to the features. If you go to matrimony site, you can see basic plan where you will get the profiles, beautiful profiles every day, early morning, 6 o'clock, they are going to send you. But if you click on any product, if you click on any profile, it will ask you to upgrade. Correct, guys? And in the upgradation also, you will have a lot of plan, gold plan, platinum plan, silver plan, right? So if you choose silver plan, you might get some 30 profiles a day. If you choose gold plan, you might get 100 profiles and their horoscopes and all. If you pay a platinum plan, you might get all the details about the bride and bridegroom and all, like all the details, horoscopes, and n number of profiles you will get it until you marry. Okay, you are going to get the details. After marriage also, they will keep sending you. Why? Because don't know what is their aim and all, but they'll keep sending you after marriage also. That's how it will be, guys. Okay, so addition means limitations to the features is called addition. Is it clear, guys? Addition means limitations to the features is called addition. Like this, we are also having some additions, guys, in SQL Server. Okay, what are those additions, guys? SQL Server additions. What are those additions? Okay, Express Edition, which is free. But can you install free editions on the production? No. What
No.
are the challenges with Express Edition, guys? The database size cannot be more than 10 GB. Guys, main challenges only I'm telling, not all the challenges. Okay. No one will ask you the difference between this and that, but in case if anyone is asking, you can tell these main differences. Lot of other differences will be there, but I'm highlighting some main points, guys. Okay. The database size cannot be more than 10 GB, guys. DB size cannot be more than 10 GB. Okay, DB size cannot be more than, even though it's free, but your DB size cannot be more than 10 GB. So Shanmukh, what will be the ideal size of the databases in the organization? From 1 MB to N, like there is no limit. 1 TB, 10 TB, 20 TB. Okay, like that, based on the storage you have, it will support, guys. There is no maximum number of, okay, there is no maximum size. Okay, depends upon the storage you have, it will support. But in the Express Edition, it will support up to 10 GB of database. But in the organization, the database sizes will be various sizes like 1 MB onwards. Some databases will be 1 MB, some of them are 8 MB, some of them are 1 GB, some of them are 1 TB, some of them are 4 TBs, 5 TBs, 10 TBs. In the interest, they will ask you guys, what is the biggest database size in your organization? What is the biggest database size in your organization? So what is your answer, guys? Tell me your answer. Just tell me your answer in the chat. Type your answers in the chat. All please open the chart and type your answers in the chat. If anyone is asking what is the biggest database size in your organization, just type your answers. Infinity now. Okay. Type your answers, guys. Just go for just a try. I need a response, guys. That's it. Whatever the value, that is okay. I need a response. What is the biggest size of the database in your organization that you are supporting? Monica, you are supporting 15 TB. Oh my God. Right. Okay. Chalo. So now I got different answers, guys. Some said 1 GB, some said 256 GB. And let me read it. Okay. And Ram said infinity. You cannot tell infinity size. Okay, why? Because it's very important. Since years you are going to climb 4 or 5 years of experience, Ram. So if you tell infinity size, I'm not asking what is the maximum size of the database that Microsoft supports in your organization. What is the max size of the database that you work till now? So tell one value, not like infinity and all. Manjunath 1 TB ideal size. Anil M 2 GB. It's not ideal, Anil. Okay. 2 GB, if you tell, they will immediately find that you are a fake. That's why just to check, like, what are your answers and all. 1 GB, 2 GB, if you mention, okay, 3 GB, 4 GB, 5 GB, if you mention like that. So, Shanmukh, yes, some databases can be 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB, 4 GB, also 10 GB also will be there. But the biggest database size, if you tell 2 GB, they will definitely get the doubt. Once they got the doubt, the interview will turn into another angle. They will start questioning on real-time scenarios and also ideal size, they should get confidence. Okay, this guy worked on the bigger environment. This guy worked on the 3 terabytes, 4 terabytes environment. So he can handle the biggest databases in my organization. That kind of confidence they have to get it. So don't tell 1 GB, 2 GB, 10 GB, 4 GB, 100 GB and all. Tell them minimum to minimum 1 TB to 5 TB you can tell. Don't tell very biggest databases like 15 TB, 20 TB and all. Okay, they will ask you immediately. There are a lot of follow-up questions. So 15 TB, can you please help me how we are managing 15 TB database? And if you are unable to answer that question, okay, so ideally is you can tell anything between 2 TB to 5 TB, guys. Okay, so Anil 2 GB, Vamsi 10 TB, Suresh 50 GB, Nagi 4 GB, Manjunath max to 2 TB, Deepak 1 TB, Sudhakar 256, Mithun 10 TB, Maunika 15 TB, Suresh 5 TB, Saket, okay, Sankat, okay, what is that? 5 TB, na? 30 GB, Venkatesh 100 TB, Maunika, yes, Santosh Kumar 2 TB, Suresh, where to check this? I'll show you, Suresh, where to check the database size and all, don't worry. Mahesh Reddy 512. 512, what is that Mahesh Reddy? 512 MB, 512 KB, 512 GB, 512 TB. Addis 2 TB. Okay, RAM. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so the Express edition will support the databases sizes up to 10 GB, guys. It won't support more than 10 GB of the database. It won't support more than 10 GB of the database, guys. And it is a free, and as discussed, the free editions won't be installed on the production servers and all. And there is no automation in the SQL Express edition, guys. No automation. If you want to take the automatic backups, restores, okay. So jobs and all, maintenance plans and all, automation. There is no automation in the Express edition. So generally nowadays people are not using the Express edition. So the next edition will be evaluation edition. Evaluation edition. Okay. Evaluation edition. So it is also free, guys. Free, but for 6 months only it is free. After 6 months, it will be expired. It won't run. It will be stopped. Automatically, it will be stopped, guys. The services will be stopped. Okay. And then we have the famous editions are like this developer edition and standard edition and your enterprise edition. This is the highest edition, guys. Enterprise edition. Okay. Express edition, developer edition, standard edition, enterprise. These are the main editions, guys. Other than this, we have other editions also like a compact edition, web edition. Okay, we have different other editions also, but these are the main editions that you will see in the organizations, guys. Okay, main editions: developer, standard, and enterprise. Developer is a free edition up to developer edition is free from 2017, guys. Developer edition is free from 2017 up to 2016. Developer edition is also you have to pay money. But from 2017 onwards, Microsoft, okay, giving this developer edition for free. Because of that decision, lot of people are saving millions of dollars. Believe me. Why? Because in the organization, imagine 500 servers are there. Okay, in the organization, if 500 servers are there, not all are production, guys. Okay, 40% are production, remaining 60% can be non-prod. Okay, like this it will be generally. Or 40% can be non-prod, 60% can be prod. Imagine on the non-prod up to 2016, SQL Server 2016, if you want to install developer editions generally will install on the non-production environment, like test environment, stage environment, dev environment, U8 environment. We use it to install this. Up to 2016, Microsoft is used to take the money for non-prod environments. But from 2017 onwards, it just make that free. Okay, just giving the developer edition for free. So all the companies, majority of the companies, they migrated their lower environment from previous versions to 2017. What is the problem? There is a logic behind here. Can anyone tell me what is the logic of Microsoft? Can anyone tell me what is the strategy here? Why it is giving for free? Can anyone tell me?
Because it wants to be.
Can you understand the strategy here? Tell me, guys. Tell me.
So
Why
that majority of people can move to the SQL Server.
Very good. Next.
And the size will increase and they will get the paid version.
Very good. Right? So why? Because I'll tell you, if you're lower in see, in your organization, for example, an application called Amazon is running on 100 servers. Out of 100 servers, okay, 40 servers are test servers. Okay, test servers like this. Let's go like this. 40 servers are non-prod. Okay, in that 40 servers, 10 are test, 10 stays, 10 UAT, and 10 what is the dev servers. Okay, imagine. Sorry, it's a stage, not state. Okay. So now remaining 60 servers are prod servers. 60 servers are prod servers, right? Now tell me. So now after testing your logic or changes on lower environment, then only you'll implement it on higher environment, right? Correct, guys? Correct. So if lower environments are 2017 and if higher environment is 2016, is there any meaning, guys? So all the versions that are supporting the project should be on the same version in the production, non-production. Why? Because on 2016, 2017, it can work well. But on 2016, if it is not working as expected, who is the responsible one? Are you getting the point, guys? Why it was, what is the strategy behind this, making the software copy as free? Are you getting the point? So in a project, all the environments should be running with the same versions. Why? Because they are going to test it on test servers, stage servers, UAT servers, dev servers. Once they are satisfied, then they are going to implement the change on the production servers. But on the lower environment, if you are using 2017, on the higher environment, can you use 2016, 2014? Is it possible? Guys, are you getting the point? Why so silent? Are you getting the point or not?
Yes, sir.
Very simple. You have to test all the logics or all the changes on the same version. On the production, it cannot be higher. On the non-production, it cannot be lower and all. 1 minute, just 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Akbar bhai. आएगा. Right, guys, are you getting the point? So all the versions of that particular application should be same. So if anyone is still using 2012, 2014 in their organizations, so what is the reason behind, what is the strategy behind the lower environments for free? Because everyone will upgrade their lower environments to 2017 or more than that. So indirectly, you have to upgrade your higher environments also. So it is giving 40 servers for free, but for 60 servers, it is charging more, right? Got the logic, guys?
Yes.
Marketing strategy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is how, that's why it's giving the developer edition for free, but indirectly it is forcing us to upgrade to the latest version. So if it is latest version, based on the latest version's features and all, you have to pay extra money. Whatever it is losing here, it is earning more than that by upgrading the other environments, guys. Clear? So developer edition is free. Okay, it is free from 2017 up to 2016. You have to pay money to the developer edition, but from 2017, no need to pay single rupee also for SQL Server. For Windows Server, you have to pay. For SQL Server, no need to pay. So standard edition is paid edition, and enterprise edition is the highest edition where all the features will support. Enterprise edition is the highest edition, guys. Enterprise edition is the highest edition. So on the production environment, what and in the interviews they will ask you on the production environment, what and all editions you are going to use. So tell them non-prod environment will use developer edition, and on the production we will use standard or enterprise edition. Some of the servers with the standard edition, some of the servers with the enterprise edition we have. So based on the features, there are some few differences between these two, like a business plan to business plus plan. Like this kind of few differences will be there when compared to standard to your enterprise edition. So Shanmukh, I want to see all the differences. Go to Google, SQL Server standard edition versus enterprise edition. You will get the list of features. Go and compare it. You can see the list. Means in terms of CPU cores, in terms of your memory. Okay, so you can see here. Standard, Web, Express, Enterprise Edition. See, Enterprise Edition will support, maximum of your cores, operating system maximum supported. But Standard Edition will support 24 cores only. Web Edition 64 cores only. Like this, you can see Developer Edition, Express Edition will support only 4 cores like that. But Enterprise Edition will support operating system maximum. Your operating system, how much maximum it will support? See, your this one. Enterprise Edition will support operating system maximum, unlimited memory, unlimited RAM it will support. Okay, but here if you see here, maximum memory column store for column store feature, maximum memory for buffer pool. So it will support one unlimited RAM, operating system maximum memory it will support for enterprise edition, but for standard edition it will support 128 GB. For this web edition 64 GB, express edition just 1410 MB, just 1 GB, approximately 1 GB, not even 1.5 GB also. So like this, depends upon the CPU cores, depends upon the max server memory, max memory, the editions will be differentiated, guys. Generally, no one will ask you the difference between standard and enterprise. If they are asking, tell them the main differences like in terms of CPU cores, in terms of memory, the maximum memory, there are few differences between your enterprise and your standard edition and all, guys. So that is all about your editions, guys. Is it clear?
Yes.
Everyone, are we good, guys, about editions of SQL Server?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Earlier you told that in non-prod, unprod, servers, we must use the same edition.
Versions, yes, versions.
Yeah,
Not edition.
version. Okay.
Edition can be different. Okay. Otherwise, if in every environment, if they have to use the same edition, we don't see this many editions, right? So editions can be different. Versions can be same. Should be same. Version should be same.
Should be same in non-prod and prod, right?
Prod, correct. Yes.
Sir, I have one query.
Yes, please.
Sir, if I use a server only for storing data of the company for reporting purpose, can we call it as a production environment? Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. If people are accessing, you said you are going to use it for reporting purpose. Reports means lot of people will access those reports, correct? So yes. Users are connected. If users are connected, that is called production environment. You can call it as a production. For non-prod, why they will use the reports? What will be there in the non-prod reports? Nothing, right? A test data will be there, a sample data will be there. Yeah. So even though if it is one user, it is using for business purpose, that is the production. What is the meaning of production, guys? If one user is using, even one user or two users, if they are using for business purpose, for any requirements, that is called a production environment. That is a live environment. If that live environment is down, you are going to lose the business. Okay, so you can consider as you are reading the data, as you are using for reporting purpose and all, yes, that is a production. If that production is down, can you read the reports? Others can access the reports. No, that is a downtime, right? Yes, that is a production environment.
Shanmukh?
Yes, please.
Earlier you told that some editions limits on up to 10 GB, right?
Right. Express edition and all up to 10 GB.
Yes. Means it is using the 10 GB from hard disk only, right?
Yes, of course.
Beyond the 10 GB, that the software, SQL software cannot handle, right?
Correct. Yes. It will simply tell you it won't support. That's it. Up to 10 GB it will support. You can store the data. but beyond 10 GB it won't support.
Yes. Okay. Thank
you.
So
Hello.
one more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sir. Actually, one of in my previous company, biometric team has installed the hardware system and they installed server also to fetch the data from that biometric machine. They have installed from free edition.
Okay.
So is that illegal?
Illegal only. Illegal only. You are using it. They cannot use it. Why? Because you are using it. See, imagine. Actually, you have to install an enterprise edition or standard edition. You have to pay money for that. You are using one feature of the SQL Server on database. So if it is using for free, that is illegal only. If in the audits and all, if they found, then that definitely that will be a legal problem. So that is illegal.
But they are providing in website, in Microsoft website.
Which website?
In Microsoft website, they are providing.
They will provide that. Does it? See, if they are giving it for free, means does it mean wherever you want you can use it, Anil?
In organization.
That's what. If they are providing for free means, see, you can download it, but ethics will follow, right? We have to follow the ethics and all rules and all we have to follow, right? If they are providing for free means that doesn't mean you can use it in every environment. Okay, there are some limitations. You have to go and check terms and conditions of that free edition. Then you will get to know all these things.
Okay. In our organization, they're using the same Express edition, but
yeah, that will be fine. But again, Express edition is free that you cannot install on the. See, unknowingly or knowingly, people will do these small mistakes and all, right? Even though if someone comes to us, that's okay. I'm ready to pay the fines and all like that. If they are strongly decided, then you can use it. Okay. If you don't have a helmet, if there is no other option, you have to go in that way. You are ready to pay the fine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, in Express edition, SQL Server agent or it's not working. So why it is won't working?
Sorry. In SQL edition, SQL.
And Express edition, SQL Server agent is not working.
SQL Server won't work.
No, Express edition in that SQL Server agent.
Agent. Okay, got it. Automation.
Agent it won't work.
Yes, it won't work. Yes.
So why any reason?
It's very simple. See, agent is responsible for automation, Anil. Okay, that is automation is an extra feature. If you are going to pay money, you can use those extra features. If you are not ready to pay money, you cannot use the agent. That's it. You don't see the agent also. Okay, you don't see the agent also. I'll show you. Agent means like this. You can see, guys. Okay, let me show you in this. See, this
Might
is
be
called agent.
seeing only, but it is disabled only.
No. That means, yeah, that's what. You cannot enable it. Okay, you cannot enable it, and I am very sure that you cannot see agent also. Maybe if it is very old version, maybe you can see the agent, or any new version, you can see the agent, but it won't start.
No, sir, we can see it, but it is disabled only.
But previous older versions, you don't see agent also. Okay, agent also you don't see. Maybe in the newer versions, they just enable it, but you cannot start the agent. It won't allow you. Okay. I'll show you, Suresh. I'll show you the version. There is a command, guys. Let me show you. So I thought to show you after the demo. Let me show you how to run the queries and all. I'll explain again, don't worry. Now, Suresh asked me how to see the version, how to see the edition and all. So there is a query for that. If you want to run any query on the SQL Server, right click, select a new query window. Again, I'll explain all these things, don't worry. So now I am going to see the edition, see the version, right? So to see the version, we have a command call. I want to see. See means what? Select. Okay. Using select query, you can see the output. Okay. Select @ version. VERSION version. This is one command which will help you to find the version. Like this also you can find. But still, if you want to see the version clearly, if you run this command, select command @ version, you can see the version of the SQL Server. This is the command, guys. Okay. So before running this command, if you want to test it whether this is right or wrong, you can use this parse button. It will tell you if it is command completed successfully means it will tell you. If it is right means it will tell you command completed successfully. If it is wrong, say for example, this like this you mentioned, okay, instead of this you mentioned like this. Okay, so you just have a spelling mistake. See here, Must declare the scalar variable like this. It will show you if you just parse it. Parse, P-A-R-S-E, parse it. Parse will help you to test the commands, guys. Okay. So version, right? Now, if you want to see, if you want to run this query, you can see execute button. Just click on execute. You can see Microsoft SQL Server 2019. Okay, the same build number and all. So now in the similar way, tell me the command to see the edition of the SQL Server, guys. Edition of the SQL Server. Tell me the command. Just guess it, guys. Version. I used select at version. Now tell me the command.
At the rate edition.
That's it. What is there to guess? That's what, guys. If you are more interactive, like I'll get more energy. If you are sleeping, that's it. Okay. So what is the command, guys? What is the? Can you guess it? What is the command?
At the rate edition.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. At the rate edition. Okay. So if you see an error here means like this red line, see, if you see means there is an error in the command. So if you run this, it will throw you the error. Okay. So now there is no command called at the rate edition. If you run version itself, let me complete it. If you run version itself, just click on this. If you keep your cursor at the end of the column, it will change like this. Okay. Double click here. You can see the edition also. Which edition, guys?
Develop.
So using this command itself, or you can use print command also. Print. Okay, you can use print also, you can use select also. If you use print, it will print you like a text format. If you use select, it will print you, it will give you a tabular format. So using this command, both, okay, you can find the edition of the SQL Server. Clear, guys? I'll explain. Don't worry, nothing to worry. I'll explain what is query, command, what is the execute button. Everything will be discussed slowly, one by one.
Just a little confusion.
Yeah, don't worry. There will be a complete discussion after installation of SQL Server. I'll tell you guys what is command and all, what is query and all. Just someone asked right for them. I just shown like how to find the version and edition.
Here it is showing Windows OS version also.
I installed this SQL Server on Windows 10. That's why it is showing on Windows 10 Pro. On my laptop I installed, right? Yes. On my laptop I installed, right? In my laptop I installed, right? So that's why this was running on Windows 10 Pro.
Okay.
Okay. Are we good, guys, now?
Yes, good.
Yes.
Right? Chalo. So now let's slowly start this demo. Not now, but let's go for the discussion now. In the evening session, I'll show you like creating virtual machines and all. We don't have time. It will take some time, right? I'll show you how to create virtual machine, how to install the operating system, how to install, maybe SQL Server installation will be discussed in the next weekend. In the evening session, I'm going to show you the virtual machines creation and all, how to create the virtual machine. So before that, let me open this. Okay. Let me open the draw.io. So let me discuss. So now I want to install SQL Server. Now my goal is I want to install SQL Server, guys, right? So SQL Server is what is that, guys? What is SQL Server? It's an application, right? So where I can install this application?
In Windows.
On an OS.
Right?
On server.
So if I want to install the application, what I need, guys?
OS.
Right?
Operating
I need
system.
one platform. Okay. Batch 54. Right. Now created. Yes, root folder. Right. So now I want to install the SQL Server. SQL Server can be installed on one platform. That platform can be Windows operating system. That platform can be Linux operating system. So throughout our course, we are going to deal with the Windows operating system. Believe me, around 40% of Windows tasks we are going to cover in this. So indirectly, you are learning Windows administration also indirectly, like setting up the cluster, setting up the Active Directory, setting up the domain, installing the .NET framework. Like this kind of Windows activities also you will learn indirectly. Okay. Chalo. So if I want to install the SQL Server, I need one platform. That platform can be Windows platform, either Windows desktop operating system you can use like laptops, or Windows server operating systems you can use. So if I want Windows platform, what I need, guys? Where you can find the Windows platform?
Tanmuk, what is Windows pool?
Windows pool. What is that?
Windows pool, POOL.
Where is that pool? Where you can see that?
We can see our work environment.
That will be discussed
Now the
later.
agent will be changed like
I'll tell
Linux
you.
and Windows pools will change the agent.
That's okay. Maybe that might be depends upon your organization. I'll tell you. Okay, fine. That will be fine. So, guys, if I need platform operating system, where this operating system will be existed, guys? Where the operating system will be existed? Very simple question I'm asking. Where the operating system will be existed?
In a laptop or in a system.
Correct. Okay. So I need one physical machine to install the operating system, right? You are all using phones, right? Android phones, iOS phones. If you want to use Android, you need an Android phone. That means you need a device. On top of that device, you will install Android first. On top of that, you are going to install the applications that you are going to use regularly. In the same way, if I want to install SQL Server, I need Windows platform. So where I can install this Windows platform? I can install it on the Windows machines. What is that, guys? Windows machines. So we have different types of machines. Desktop machines that we are using it in our local. I mean to say regularly we are using the local laptops and all. That is called desktop. And we can also use the server machines. Server machines. Okay. So now you should know the difference between, okay, different types of machines, guys. Different types of machines. Okay, so we have two different types of machines mainly. One is bare metal or physical machine. Okay, and second one is virtual machine. Okay, virtual machine, physical machine. Guys, what is the difference between virtual and physical? What is the difference between virtual and physical?
Physical means we can touch, sir.
Yes. So physical machine or bare metal, both are same. Physical machine means we can see, we can touch, we can feel is called physical machine. Like if you go, your laptop is your physical machine. Your laptop, you can see your laptop, you can touch your laptop, you can feel your laptop. That is called physical machine or bare metal, BM. What is virtual machine? Virtual assistant. What is virtual assistant, guys? Siri. Siri in the iPhone. You can see Siri. You can feel Siri. Can you touch Siri?
No.
If you can touch Siri, Siri will die. That is not possible, right? Okay. So you can feel it, you can see it, but you cannot touch it. In the Android phones also, Google Assistant, you can see some voice, you will get it, right? When you turn on that power button and the volume up button, it will ask you voice search. So in the Android phones also, Google Assistant will be there. You can see that, like when you turn on the maps, when you turn on the Google Maps, it will give one voice will come, turn left, turn right, like that. You can feel that voice, you can see that voice, you can listen that voice, but you cannot touch that person who is talking and all. That is called virtual assistant. Means you
Like
can,
Alexa, sir. Alexa.
correct, you can see, you can feel, but you cannot touch. Okay, you cannot touch. Virtual machines will be like you can see, but where this virtual machine is, like where this virtual assistant is existed, guys, where this series existed?
Server.
In the server. No, I'm asking about the phone only. Where this Siri existed, right? In the Apple phone, right? Where this Google voice assistant existed? In the Android phone, right? So where it was existed indirectly? In the physical machines. So using physical machines, we can create virtual machines. Is it, guys? Is it clear? Using physical machines, we can create we can create virtual machines, guys. Virtual machines. We can create virtual machines. I'll give you one example. So if you go to engineering lab, you can see lot of servers, right? I mean to say, the lot of computers you can see, all are physical computers only. But if you go to organizations, you don't see like that. You don't see like in a row, all servers are like nowadays. See, this virtualization concept was introduced from 2005, I guess. From 2005 or 2003, it was introduced, guys. This virtualization concept was introduced from 2000, 2003, 2005, like that. Before 2005, earlier in older days, if you see a server room, you can see lot of machines with each and the desktop and all you can see in that server room. But nowadays, if you see the server rooms, you can see the racks, okay? Server rooms in 1990s. Like this. See here, like this. Every server will have its own desktop and all, like this. You can see here, like this. This is CPU, you know, right? This CPU. But nowadays, you can see, right? See, this is how it will be earlier. Okay, right. Now server rooms, if you see, okay, you can see the racks like this. You don't see any monitors and all. You don't see any monitors. That doesn't mean it was not existed. Okay, so let me explain clearly. Where is this drive? Oh, yeah. So where the virtual machines existed, guys, in a physical machine. There are two types of servers, guys. Physical machines, virtual machines. Earlier, we used to have physical machines. Nowadays, no one is using physical machines. Okay? Nowadays, no one is using physical machines. So now, everyone is using virtual machines only. Means, you can see the server. You can feel the server, but you cannot touch the server. So how these virtual machines will be created, guys? How the virtual machines will be created? Using
Virtualization
virtualization
softwares.
software. Using virtualization softwares, we can create virtual machines, right? Now, so now let me tell you here, virtual machines. Sorry. Now, if you go to this diagram, imagine this is one organization. Any building, okay? Any building, one organization building. Now, you want to create a server. Server means what, guys? What it contains? Generally, server means what and all components it contains, guys? What are the main components of server? Server or laptop, anything. RAM, right? CPU,
Configuration.
storage, right? These are the main components of any server or desktop, guys. Correct, guys? Correct? So
Yes.
now if you see here, I will have a pool of RAMs. I'll have a pool of CPU cores. I'll have a pool of storage. Okay, listen carefully. I'll have a pool of RAM. Okay, I'll have a pool of RAMs like this. Okay, a pool of CPU. Okay, and a pool of storage drives. Disk. Drive, hard disk. Right? A pool of hard disks. Now, right. Now see, imagine this is 256 GB RAM. Guys, don't worry, don't worry. I'll try to simplify it. Okay, so please don't worry. Okay, pool of RAM. Imagine it will be like a 128 CPU cores. Imagine it's a hard disk pool, storage pool. Okay, storage pool. Okay, right. Now, see, these are physical machines. Organizations will buy physical RAM, physical cores, physical, okay, storages and all. Now, using the virtualization software, okay, using the virtualization software, they are going to take some RAM, okay, they are going to take like either based on the, I see one customer is coming to you and he is asking, hey, can you please create a 32 GB RAM and 32 core CPU and 100 GB hard disk machine. So some customer is coming to you and he is asking like that. So what Windows team, who is going to take care of it, guys? Who is going to take care of it? All these things will be taken care by the Windows team. Okay. So now Windows team, what it will do, using the virtualization software, okay, they are going to create some virtual machines to you guys. Okay, 1 minute. Let me drag this. Control Z. Okay, so now the customer requirement is like this. Customer is asking like this, guys. What is asking? Hey, please create a server with a 32 GB RAM and 16 core CPU and 256 GB hard disk. Like that he is asking, guys. Now we can see, right? We have pool of RAM, pool of CPU, pool of storage. So using one software called virtualization software, we can create the servers. Okay, using the virtualization softwares, we can create the servers. Windows server. Okay, we can create the servers. Who is going to do this activity, guys? Who is going to do this activity? Who will do this activity in the organization? Your Windows
team.
Windows team.
So this is 256 GB. Someone is asking a machine with these measurements, okay, with these requirements they are asking. So 32 GB will be subtracted from here and it will be allocated to this virtually. 16 core will be subtracted from this pool and it will be allocated to this machine virtually. 256 GB subtracted from here and it will be allocated to this machine virtually. Remaining 256 minus 32, thus that memory you can use it to this machine. Remaining 128 minus 16 core, those cores will be used to this machine. Remaining 256 GB hard disk, okay, from this 1 TB, imagine this is 1 TB or 2 TB, total pool is 2 TB. Out of 2 TB, if you subtract 256 GB, remaining you can use it to this. And if some other customer is coming to you, hey, create a machine with a 64 GB RAM and 64 core CPU and 512 GB RAM. So if they're asking, storage, okay, if they're asking like this, okay, so this will be allocated to this machine. From this pool only, who is going to help you to allocate these resources? Your virtualization software. Like that, once this is completed, then organization will buy extra storage, extra racks, extra CPU cores, extra RAMs, and it will just dump it. If you go to hotel, like you can see the food, right? I mean to say, once the people are consuming, eating the food, again the cook will cook the food and he is going to supply the food. In the same way, if these resources are allocated, if any remaining resources are there, will be allocated to the other machine. If not sufficient, companies will buy extra RAM, extra CPU, extra storage, and it will allocate to this rack. And from that, you are going to use it virtually. So that is called your virtual machines. These virtual machines will exist virtually, guys. You cannot see. You can see, you can feel, but you cannot touch these machines like a engineering lab. Okay, like a computer lab, you cannot go to each and every computer, you cannot see. These will be existed virtually using this virtual machine that will be created in the evening session. Okay, so in the same way, using the virtualization software, I have created this. What is that, guys? I have created this Oracle VirtualBox. If you see here, this is my Oracle In the virtualization, I told you, right, using virtualization softwares, we can create virtual machines. See here. If you see on my screen, you can see different machines. Okay, 4 machines you can see. Okay, this machine RAM is how much? 3 GB. You can see base memory 3 GB. Okay, this machine RAM is 2 GB. This machine RAM is 3 GB. This machine RAM is 2 GB. This machine RAM is 2 GB. Total how much? 2 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 3, 12 GB. How much RAM I am having? Shanmugh, can you create a 32 GB machine in your laptop? No. If 10 rupees are there in your pocket, can you give 20 rupees to others? Right, guys? Based on the laptop RAM, you can allocate to the existing resources. If 10 rupees are there, you can give 10 rupees only. Or you, for your survive, you will keep 2 rupees with you and remaining 8 rupees you are going to give it to others. In the same way, my laptop RAM is 16 GB. Out of 16 GB, I created 2 GB, 3 GB machines, guys. I cannot create 32 GB. Why? My laptop will support 16 GB only. I'm having a 16 GB RAM. How can I give 32 GB to the virtual machine? Is it clear, guys? Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, Shan. Yes, Shanmugh. Very
And
nice.
using the physical resources, you are going to create the virtual machines. Using the physical resources, you are going to create the virtual machines, guys. Using the physical resources, you are going to create the virtual machines. In the evening session, I'm going to show you how to create virtual machines and all. To create these virtual machines, we are going to take the help of virtualization softwares. So in the market, tell me, guys, what and all virtualization softwares are there in the market?
Oracle VirtualBox.
Softwares in the market. Okay, so VMware is the famous one. I hope you all heard about this VMware. Oracle VirtualBox.
Yep. Hyper-V.
Hyper-V.
Very good. These 3 are famous. Okay.
Famous.
Hypervisor, Hyper-V from Microsoft. Okay. Hyper-V from Microsoft, guys. This is also a product of Microsoft. So your platform is Microsoft, your operating system is Microsoft, your SQL server is also a Microsoft. So some companies like like Azure and all will use Hyper-V concept only. Sorry, no problem. Fine, guys. So you can use any of the softwares to create virtual machines. So some organizations will use VMware, some organizations will use Oracle VirtualBox, some organizations will use Hyper-V. The goal of all 3 softwares are same. It will create virtual machines using the physical resources. That's it. We are going to use Oracle VirtualBox throughout our practice. Why Oracle? I'll tell you. There is a reason for Oracle. I'll tell you. Okay, guys, are we good?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Questions, doubts, please.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, yes, please.
Like in our phone, there are
Mhm.
some Google Maps or something. So they are using our those space of physical machine.
Correct. Yes. That's why when you install any app, you can see 40 MB, 50 MB each app size. Where it is installing. If you don't have enough free space in your phone, can you install the apps? No, right? They are using your phone storage. They are up and running means they are using your phone's RAM. That's why your phone is having a RAM. If they are not using the RAM, what is the use of the RAM in the phone?
Okay, sir. And
So,
sir, is there any organization who is working totally as virtual machine?
of course, all the nowadays all the organizations are totally into virtual machines. Physical machines, hardly 5% physical machines. You can see 95%. Okay, virtual machines only you can see nowadays. Earlier, 10-15 years back, 50% 50% physical machines, 50%. What is the challenge with physical machines, guys? You have to build big buildings, guys. So if you go to this engineering lab for 20-30 computers itself, how much space they are going to allocate? Correct? Sometimes they are going to allocate the whole floor itself for engineering labs and all. Imagine 200-300 servers. Imagine Infosys company is going to handle lakhs of servers for each, I mean to say for all the clients. Yeah, where it is going to maintain all the lakhs of servers. thousands of servers, if you put in one place, how much heat it is going to generate? How much heat it is going to generate? So you need a lot of cooling system. You need a lot of space. You need cooling system and space, lot of expenses, lot of networking. Right? Imagine if you are staying in a 50 flats apartment. If you go top, you can see how many internet cables are there. For 50 flats, imagine 500 servers are there. How many cables has to be? 5,000 servers are there. How many cables has to be? So if it is a physical and all, it's very difficult to manage. So we have challenges with physical machines. That's why now the world is converted into virtual machines. 95% of the servers will be virtual machines only. Physical, and the two physical machine, if it was down, you have to directly go to the data center and you have to turn it on. But virtual machine, you can turn on from any place. You can turn off from any place in the world if you have internet connection.
Yes.
Okay. Are we good, guys, now?
Virtual machine is time saving machine also, sir.
Correct. Time saving, resource saving, cost saving, money saving, everything. Are we good, guys?
Yep.
Right.
Okay,
So
sir.
one request is, okay, so I just posted a link in this chart, Zoom chart. Go to that link, open that link. So that is important. Please include all the inputs. This is the last demo class. There will be no demo class for the demo classes and all. So evening class will be, there will be a separate link for the evening session for the registered students. So the registration process for that, you have to fill this form, guys. So please fill this form now itself. It will help me to send the recordings and all, notes and all. So nothing, very simple. 5 questions you can see, just your name, okay, and your phone number, your email ID, preferably Gmail ID, and location, where are you from, any city, state, country, and your comments, suggestions, okay. So if you fill this now itself, if you fill it, okay, you are going to get the recordings, you are going to get the registered link and all, guys. So this is the last demo class. Generally people will give 1 or 2 hours of demos. This is around 7.5 hours of demo. Yesterday morning 2.5 hours, yesterday evening maybe 2 hours because of this issue and all, and today morning 2.5 hours around. So more than 6 hours demos we just covered. Okay, so this is the last demo class. Please fill this detail so that I'm going to get back to you, and please confirm me today. Okay, if you are interested, the course will be like this only. Throughout the course, we are going to discuss everything in detail with the diagrams and all. So that's how it is going to work, guys. And if you're interested, you have to confirm me by today 1 p.m. Don't confirm me. People are very smart. Shanmukh, I am very much interested at 6:59 p.m. So we have to complete some formalities, right? If you ping me at 6:59 p.m. if you are interested, how we can complete the formalities? Okay, if you want to get the registered link for the evening session, please fill this form quickly and send it to me, and we'll complete the registration formalities. And then, okay, yeah, I'm going to share the link again. So I guess people are not able to see. Just posting the link, guys. Okay, so the evening link will be different, guys. If you are interested, just ping me in the WhatsApp and just fill this sheet, guys. This is important for me. Okay, if you already filled this, I mean to say, okay, I can see 6 responses till now. So if you already filled, that's it for now, guys. Okay, so registered students will get the new link by the evening, but confirm me today by 1 p.m. Okay, or in the worst case, maybe 3 p.m. like that. If you confirm me, then we'll proceed in the evening, guys. Chalo. Right. Fine. Questions, doubts?
No
Shanmukh?
question.
Yes, Sudhakar.
Will recruiter ask us whether you have worked with physical machines
No. Nowadays, everyone is physical now. Virtual machines only. They don't even ask. These are the basics that you have to learn. That's why I just discuss. I just jumped into virtual machines. Sharmukh, what is virtual machine? If you ask, I have to explain the background details, right? So that's why we discussed about physical and virtual. No one will ask you no interviews will ask you whether you're working on physical machines or virtual machines. Tell them if anyone is pointing out specifically if they're asking, yes, we have 95% virtual machines 5% physical machines like that, you can tell them. But no one will ask you. Why? Because
And
in
one
the
more.
organization, they will ask virtual machines. They will use virtual machines only. Yes, please.
Okay, one more. And in the earlier, you said that I mean, customer may ask I mean, different type of RAMs, core CPUs, and hard disks like that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, in that scenario, who is the customer? And can you please
See,
explain that?
customer, I'll tell you, customer or user is nothing but, for example, you want to start a business. Okay, Sudhakar.
Okay. Okay.
You want to start a business. Which business you like more?
Groceries.
Groceries. Okay, very good. Groceries chain you want to start. So you want to chain a groceries you want to start a groceries chain. So maybe in the Bangalore city you have 10 grocery shops.
Okay.
So in this 10 grocery shops, imagine Sudhakar veggies, something like that you just started. Sudhakar farms you just started. Right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now 10 outlets you have across the Bangalore city. So
Okay.
you are not going to bill each and every customer. You are not going to write the bills with the pen and paper, right? So
Yes.
customers who is like coming to your shop, they will select the vegetables. You are going to bill them, right? So while billing, you are going to select the items. Okay. Okay. What is that? Lot of vegetables are there, right? Okay.
Yes.
Cauliflower
Yes.
1 unit, coconut 1 unit, bendies
Yes.
half kg, something rich gourd half kg. Okay.
Yes.
Onions half kg, aloo half kg. Like that, you are going to generate a computer bill. So
Yes.
in that computer, the onions cost is 40 rupees per kg. It should show same value across the 10 outlets, right?
Yes.
That means you will use one software, right?
Yes.
That means you are a customer of that software, right?
Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
will buy that software. You are not going to design. So you are completely into the agriculture field. Are you going to design the software? No. Some other people will sell that software. You are the user. You are the customer of that software.
Okay.
Okay. So like that, customer means who is giving the business is called customer.
Okay. That allocation will be done by DBA team, right?
Depends on the requirement. See, for you, you're using 10 outlets in the Bangalore, right? Currently. So are you
Okay.
going to use 10 terabytes of database? How much big it is? 10 outlets means very small, right? I mean to say, no need of 10 terabytes of database, no need of 1024 GB of RAM. Small machines are enough for your requirements as your
Yes.
application is small. But if you go
Yes.
to more, how many outlets are there in Bangalore? How many outlets are there in Karnataka? How many outlets are there in India?
Okay.
Can it be managed with a small machine? It needs big machine.
Yes. Yes.
Depends upon your requirement, depends upon your application size. Some people will
Okay.
use small machines, some people will use big machines. So that's why some customers ask 32 GB RAM machines. Some customers ask 64 GB RAM machine.
In that scenario, what DBA team will do?
No one,
That is my
nothing.
question.
In this scenario, we don't do anything. This will be done by the Windows team.
Okay.
Once platform is ready, then we are going
Okay.
to install SQL Server. We are not going to allocate RAM, storage,
Yes.
CPU. This will be done by
Yeah.
you have to know the background, right? So that's why we
Yes. Yes.
discussed it. So we don't do anything in this scenario.
Once agreement is being done
Yes,
between them, we have to install SQL Server
that's it.
and we
The
have to maintain,
machine
right?
Windows team will create a Windows server like this. We need, if to install SQL Server, I need a Windows server, right? So Windows team will create a Windows machine and they will hand
Okay.
over to DBA team. Then DBA
Okay.
team will start installing SQL Server.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, to extend to the question of Sudhakar, so we have one store, and here he is going to take the software from Microsoft or some other vendor to take the virtual machine, or he is going to install one machine in one
He
unit,
can do
and he
that.
will.
He can. That's what. See, outsourcing. See, here Sudhakar can set up one IT team, can set up his own infrastructure. He can buy the softwares from Microsoft. He can buy the softwares from that particular vendor and all. He can manage his own infrastructure. If Sudhakar is managing a big supermarket like more supermarkets, but for 10 servers, 10 outlets, can he manage own IT team? Can he buy all the softwares? No, right? Definitely he will give that project to some other client. That client is going to buy all the software and hardware requirements. That client will help Sudhakar to make sure his application is running 24/7. For example, if something happened to Sudhakar's application, that Sudhakar forms is down, so the workers working in that Sudhakar's outlet, they cannot see the price details. They cannot generate the bills. The application is down. So in this scenario, Sudhakar can manage his own IT team, his own IT infrastructure by investing the money, or Sudhakar can give that project to some other client like TCS, Infosys and all. So Infosys, TCS will charge something from Sudhakar, and it is going to take care of everything, managing the infrastructure and all.
So in this case, the vendor will have very big machine. In that, some part will give to Sudhakar, some part will give to another client.
Correct. So TCS, Sudhakar give this project to TCS. So TCS will having a pool of softwares, pool of resources. From that, he is going to allocate some resources to Sudhakar's application. Good now?
It's a kind of rental system.
Yes,
renting
rental
of
system. The Microsoft Azure also will work like this. AWS also will work like this. GCP also will work like this. Your organizations also will work like this. If it's a service-based company, it will work like this only. It is going to give, see, it's not like a rental. Microsoft Azure and all you can consider as a rental. But if you go to TCS, you are giving the whole project. Sudhakar is giving the whole project to TCS. Hey, I cannot manage. I am going to take care of, my business is going to take care of the farms, vegetables and all. Your business is going to make sure the application is up and running. So TCS will charge 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs from Sudhakar to maintain all this application. TCS, I'm giving one example. Okay. So like that, one vendor will charge money from Sudhakar to maintain his infrastructure. And that vendor is going to maintain the storage, RAM, CPU, infrastructure, teams, different teams, DBA team, network team, storage team, Windows team. Like that, he is going to provide all the necessary infrastructure to Sudhakar's application. Clear, Suresh?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can still see, where is that? Yeah. This one, where is that? Yeah. I can see 15 responses, guys. Guys, if you don't fill this form, you don't get the register link. Out of 22, I can still see maybe 15 only, 15 responses. Please fill this form. This is very important details. I'm not asking anything. Just fill this form. Okay. So we'll proceed in the email. Okay. Chalo. So guys, just posted that link in the chat. If you want, you can copy it. And if you haven't yet submit, just please submit that form, guys. Okay. So if anyone submitted, you can leave this, guys. You can leave this meeting. We'll connect in the evening. Okay. Once the formalities are complete.
షణ్ముఖ్ గారు
Yes, Anil.
షణ్ముఖ్ గారు ఇప్పుడు డేటాబేస్ అనేది ఎక్కడో ఉంటది. మనం ఇక్కడ నుంచి వర్చువలైజేషన్ లో మనం కనెక్టివిటీ తీసుకోవచ్చా త్రూ ఐపీ అడ్రస్?
Yes, we can do that. That is the concept of virtualization. If the
Through
data center
IP
is
address, we connect through
yes, we
that.
can do that. Yes, we can do that using IP address only.
Okay. So with the Windows team, we will take care of that
Yes,
connectivity.
yes. That is also networking team will take care. IP address networking will be take care.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good, guys. Are we good now?
Yes,
Chalo.
Shabbat. Yes.
Okay.
See you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, Shanmugh.
Yeah.
చెప్పురా.